In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the line command in AutoCAD. To start the line command, there's several different ways you can do it. First, I'm going to come over here to the Home ribbon. This is the Draw panel, and I'm going to click on the word line. That started the line command. Other ways that you can do it, if you come to the Draw pull-down menu, you can choose the line command. If you want to, you can type in the word line, L-I-N-E, press enter, and it starts the line command. You can also just type the letter L and press enter, and that'll start the line command. If you're using toolbars, come over here, tools, toolbars, AutoCAD, we could pull up the draw toolbar, and there's the line command if you prefer toolbars. No matter which way you get it started, there's no right or wrong way, just whatever works for you. However you get it started, the first thing that it's going to ask you for is to specify the first point of the line. At this point, there's several different ways that you could enter your information. There is another video that we have about different types of coordinates, so you can check that out. What I'm going to use is absolute coordinate for the beginning. I'm going to type 2, 2, and what that's going to do is start it over from the origin, which is 0, 0. It's going to go over on the x2 and up on the y2, so that's my starting point. And then what I'll do is use direct entry. So direct entry is where you just pull it in the direction that you want to go, and you can just type whatever distance you want it to go at or whatever angle you want it to go at, and I'll cover how to do each one of those. So for now, I'll pull it straight up. Right now, though, if you notice, I can make my line in any direction, any angle that I want to. I'm going to come over here and show you a couple of options here. We've got what's called ortho. If you hit F8 on the keyboard, it will turn ortho on. Ortho locks you into vertical and horizontal lines. I can't pull it out at an angle if I even tried. Another option is called polar. We can turn polar tracking on. That's F10. You have a choice between either ortho or polar. And with this, notice how it guides me. As I get to a 90-degree angle, it kind of pops me right at 90 degrees, and it gives me a green dashed guide. As I come down to 0 degrees, it does the same. It gives me a guide, but it gives me more flexibility so that I can make it at any angle that I'd like. So with direct entry, I'm going to pull my mouse straight up, type in a distance, let's just say 5, enter. Now I can pull it in the next direction that I want to go. Notice I'm not clicking anywhere, I'm just pulling my mouse in the direction I want to go, and then I will type in my distance. Let's go 5 again. Let's go up 5, and over 5. I'm just typing in a distance and pressing enter after I type that distance. When I'm ready to end the line command, I'll press enter one more time, and that gets me out of the line command. Let's explore some other options we have in here. So I'm going to start the line command again. Again, it tells me to specify the first point. This time I'm just going to click somewhere instead of giving an absolute coordinate. And then notice how it's doing, this is what's called a rubber band effect. So I've pinned down the first point, and now it doesn't know how long I want to make the line or what angle I want to make the line. So it's like stretching a rubber band that's been pinned down on one side. At this point, if I'd like to, I can press the tab. Instead of typing in a distance here, I can press tab on the keyboard, and that takes me over to the angle. So I'm going to type in 45 to give myself 45 degrees. Once I do that, I'm locked into 45 degrees, and I can type in whatever angle I'd like. So maybe I'll make this 10. When I press enter, I've just drawn a line. I'm going to press enter one more time to get out of this line. I've just drawn a line. I'm going to click on it once. I can see the grips on here. and I'll hover next to, I'm not clicking on it, just hover next to one of those grips, and it tells me my line is a length of 10. It's 135 degrees this direction, but if I hover next to this one, it tells me it's 45 degrees in that direction. That's based off of 0 being due east. So that's how I can get an angle. Another thing that I can do with the line, I'm going to just click a few times to get a shape. Once I've made 2 lines, I get some options down here. I have an option to close or undo if you look at the command line. Notice how the capital letter for close is a C and the capital letter for undo is a U. I have a few options here. If I want to undo something within that line command, I can either click on the word undo. I can type the letter U for undo because U is a capital letter in that word. So it's letting me know that's the alias to do that command. Or if you look at my mouse where it's prompting me, it says specify next point or, and it has a down arrow. If I press the down arrow on my keyboard, I get those same 2 options, close and undo. This time I'm going to choose close, so I can either click the gray word at the bottom in the command line, I could type a capital C to get closed, or I could do my down arrow. But I want to show you what happens. So I've done my down arrow, selected close, press enter, and it goes back. It ends the line command, it closes off that object and takes me right back to wherever my start point was. When I'm drawing any objects in AutoCAD, the command line at the bottom is prompting me for exactly what it needs. It's telling me that I've just chosen the line command. It's telling me it wants me to specify the first point. I can read the command line and it's going to prompt me for what I need. Starting in release 2006, so it's been a while, they came out with something called dynamic entry or dynamic input. And dynamic input is this where it's talking to me right here at the mouse, and it's telling me pretty much what the command line is telling me as well. So I can not have to take my eyes off my drawing and look down at the command line. Now I can just watch my mouse right up here at the cursor and get the same prompts. That dynamic entry, you can turn that on and off by pressing F12. Or if you come down your status bar, this icon right here is your dynamic input. You can turn it on and off here. There's really not a lot of advantage to turning it off. It's really handy to have that up there. If you turn it off, you won't see these options where you can press tab to get to your angle. So you can type in your distance, tab. Let's make this angle 15. Press enter when you're done. Press enter one more time, and you've got your line command.